Good morning, friends. Welcome to live streaming chair yoga today at North Presbyterian Church. It's beautiful this time of day in here. The sun's coming through. And I have my morning sounds on, which are birds. So maybe you'll feel like you're back outside in my garden today. All right, so today I would invite you to grab a hand towel. Maybe from your kitchen or your bathroom, but a hand towel, if you would, please. We've used this before. We're going to use it again today. If you're in a comfortable place to take your shoes off, let's do that, okay? And if you would, grab a glass of water, and I'll meet you on the chair. Here we go. Okay, so first let's just put that a towel aside for a bit. I need to clear my throat. Excuse me. Okay. So coming out to the edge of your seat, please. Sitting nice and tall. Take a deep breath in, just sigh, make some noise. And then just begin to let go. Let go in those shoulders, the muscles of the jaw and throat. And begin to find your breath. Breathing deep into the base of the lungs. Create space inside. Notice the feet pressing into the earth. I have my hands palms down to remind myself to ground. Sit bones are connected to the chair. The upper body is lifting. And the back body begins to ground. And you come into seated mountain pose. Shoulders are broad, chest, heart is lifted. Corners of your mouth have drawn back and a little bit of a smile. Let's release the arms down to the side. So fingertips reach towards the ground, elbows tuck in next to your waistline. And as you reach the fingers down, you feel those shoulders draw away from your ears. Seated mountain pose. And let's bring the fingers up to the shoulders and begin to rotate the shoulders. Now, as always, we work in our own space and our own pace. So if this movement doesn't work for you today or something does not feel good, by all means, go back to seated mountain pose. It's always an option. And again. One more time. We're not going to tire those out because we're going to use them again very soon. Tip the head over and then reach those left fingers out to the side. You may even feel some tingling down your arms as you reach that left arm out. Come back to the center. We go the other way. Tip the head, reach the right fingers out to the side. And back. Drop the chin down to your chest and drop the shoulders down as well. And then hands on the thigh muscles. I'm going to lift my heart upward. Take the gaze up. And then drop the chin down. I'm going to take my hands back to the side. And then inhale, press downward, lift the heart. So begin to warm up that upper back just a little bit. And again. Lifting. And then we're going to move the ribs around, sort of like a coffee grinder. All right? You're going to roll around on the sit bones, pulling that belly in. And again. And 2 more. All right, switch directions. Go the other way. It doesn't matter which way you started, just go the other way. And again. All right, coming back up nice and tall into seated mountain pose. I'm just going to tip over as if I was going to grab something on the ground. Come right back to the center, and then we tip the other way. And come right back up. Now, if this feels good to you, fine. If you feel comfortable reaching the fingers up to the shoulders, let's do so. And again. Again, I don't want to tire the shoulders out because we are going to use these towels today. And one more time. And then back to the center, right up past the face. Deep breath in. Upward salute. And here's that forward fold. Soften the elbows. Halfway rise. Slide from the ankles to the knees. Heart comes forward. And reaching forward into beautiful chair pose. All right. Reach to the ceiling. Turn to the right. Let the arms just float down. And drop your chin. Looking down toward the right hip. And then come right back. Look over the right shoulder a bit. And then the left shoulder, and we return to the front. Let's take that upward salute again, right past the face, like you're going to lift your hat right off. And we forward fold. Slide up. Heart comes forward. Reach into chair pose. And all the way up, we add that little twist to the left. And then drop the chin. Look into your left hip. Come back up. Take the gaze over the left shoulder a bit. And then the right shoulder, and back to the front. Crossing the arms, scoop the belly, a little bit of a round. I'm going to draw my knees out as I hold them there with my hands. So really stretch across that back. Breathe deep and release. Coming all the way up. Right leg comes up and circle the ankle. All right, and out to the side. Using the arm to hold that leg up. You can grab underneath it, that's fine. You can even let it touch the ground if that feels better to you. Let me get away from all this. Okay, other side, same thing. Lifting up, circle the ankle. And you can grab underneath if that feels better. Nice. Okay, here we go, out to the side and around. Again. One more time. And back to the front. Upward salute. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold, and we halfway rise. This time, reach back. Holding on. Find that towel. And then grab the towel behind your back. So, just coming upright. Now, what I want you to notice is the towel is away from my seat here. Okay, so I'm going to come up as far as I can, and keeping my arms straight, and the towel away. Yeah. All right, around to the front with the towel and right out in front. So my hands, notice they're shoulder distance apart. I'm actually pulling out on the towel to keep it taut here. And shoulders come down. Deep breath in. We're going to twist 3 to the right. 1, 2, and 3. Come back to the front. Now what I want you to do is add an exhale. Little exhale each time. We go to the left. Deep breath in. Little exhale. Little exhale. Little more exhale. Come back to the front. Notice your arms are going to stay the same, and you've got this rectangle right here. Deep breath in. Exhale 1, 2, 3. And back. With each exhale, squeeze a little more in the rib cage. Deep breath in. Exhale 1, 2, 3. And back to the front. Lifting up. And drop to the crown of the head. Reach up and lower down. And again, reaching up. Lower to the crown of the head, maybe the back of the head, maybe the neck, depending on your range of motion. All right? And again, you may want to move the hands out a bit on that towel too. Breathing with this will help. Exhale. Deep breath in. One more time. And exhale. And out. Pull back. Keep the elbows high first. palms down. Keep them high and down. Pushing forward, pulling back. Push forward and back. 2. Last one. And back. Now what I want you to do is flip palms up on the towel. So hand it off to me. Yeah, I'm pulling apart, and then bring them back. Lift the heart. Imagine the elbows were going to touch behind your back. Deep breath in. Exhale. Hand it off. Inhale. Exhale. Keeping that back nice and straight as you do this, okay? Follow your breath always. And one more time. And exhale. All right, release that down. Shake those. Whew, that was a lot of work to start, huh? Deep breath in. Let's take a forward fold. It's almost like a prep for everything else. Halfway rise. Reach into chair pose. Okay, hands back to your heart. We're going to stand up. So put the feet underneath you. Don't use your hands if you don't. Exhale, rise up. Open the arms, coming into standing mountain pose, grounding through the feet, centering through the rest of the body over the feet, and then ground to rise, right? Deep breath in. Here's that forward fold. Halfway rise again. This time the hands draw to the thigh muscles and then tuck the elbows in. Heart moves forward. First, drop the chin. Look back to the thigh muscles. Squeezing the shoulder blades. And then look to the earth. And then from there, you are in a nice flat back. Just let the heart move forward. Circle sweep. Pass through that chair pose and rise up. Now, you've got a beach ball here. Little baby arc. Too much on one shoulder, please feel free to drop it down. All right, come to the other side. Exhale. Drop the hand if that feels better to you. Back to the center. And it's in front of my face, okay? So if I looked up, I could see the ball. And again. Exhale. All the way up. And release back down. Okay, a little shake out in your legs. Grab a drink of water. And we'll come around to the back of the chair. First, I think we'll move right into downward facing dog. So everybody's set on how that looks. I'm going to turn my chair just a little bit so those of you that are new today, perhaps, and haven't seen downward facing dog, these are the chairs that we use in church, so I know they're nice and comfy for me. I hope you found a good one. Hands are lightly on the chair. I'm just going to step my feet back. So my feet are underneath my hips. My heels are lined up with the sit bones. Belly comes in. Slide that tailbone to the back wall. And you may need to tip the pelvis forward a bit to do that. And that lengthening you feel is a wonderful stretch down the hamstring muscles in the back of the leg. And then take the gaze over the chair and walk into it. Coming over to the right side of the chair. Okay, and coming into standing mountain pose. Heels are underneath the sit bones. All right, so my feet are comfortably apart. And then I'm going to internally rotate my thigh muscles just a bit. So you'll feel the feet move a little bit. What you'll feel is a little more weight come into the heels. And then you're going to externally rotate the shoulders. Yeah. Remember I said before, lift the front body and ground through the back body. So we all need to be walking through this world in this beautiful mountain pose. The chest is lifted, the shoulders are broad, the legs are working, and you're smiling, right? Okay, a deep breath in, forward fold, and halfway rise. Looking towards the ground, bring the heart forward and circle sweep. Pass through that chair pose. Be sure you can see your toes, so go ahead and look down for a minute, and then let the heart come forward. Yes. Powerful pose. Pull the elbows back here, working that upper body, and then send that tailbone downward just a bit as we rise back up. Deep breath in and release down. All right, right knee comes up and then the left knee. Now we've done this before, and if you need the chair, by all means, use it. Okay, let's see if we can do both knees at this time. If you're using the chair, that's okay. All right. But if you don't need it, you can always grab underneath the knee too. That's fun. It's a good way to get started if you're going out walking, right? To sort of say, oh yeah. Get the hip flexors working, get the hamstrings working. And again. 2 more. Last one. All right, let's use the chair now and slide that leg back, and then we're gonna lift that back foot behind. I'm gonna take one arm out, just a little pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Bring the knee in, bring the nose towards the knee, or forehead towards the knee. And then again, pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab hold. You can grab underneath, scoop the belly, drop the forehead. One more time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab and hold. All right, let's go the other side. All right, so we'll skip the knee lift because we've done that already, but we're going to move to the other one. Just a little pulse, right straight back. Can you see my toe in the ground? It's facing the ground. It's not turned out. So turn the toe to the ground and just pulse from the heel. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Bring it in. Scoop the belly. I'm going to soften that knee I'm standing on. And again, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Last one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. And release down. A little shake out. Let's grab a drink of water one more time. Oh, there'll be more times for water drinking. If you are in air conditioning, you are drying out. Drink water. If you're outside, you know it's going to be warm. Pleasant, but drinking water all day today. Okay, so behind the chair, let's turn the toes right towards the chair and the knees facing straight ahead on this, okay? So first what I want you to do is lift the instep. So let the the big toe mound and the joint of the big toe come off the ground. Okay, so you get a nice stretch down the outside leg. Then, as long as you've got that outside edge pressing down, I want you to press the big toe mound into the earth. Okay, so now you are really working those legs if you're pressing down, right? You're gonna feel this in the hips. Wide standing mountain pose. Oh boy, it's a lot of work. Draw that tailbone down underneath you. Lift the pelvic floor, belly in, chest lifted, the chin is tucked a bit, and arms are open. Legs are working. All right, we turn that right toe and sink into that right knee. Here's our beautiful warrior 2. Knee over the ankle. You can give that leg a little bit of a wiggle and then press that outside edge to the back. Open wide. Press the knuckles back a little bit more. Lift the heart. Breathing. Both arms up. Both arms down. Turn the gaze forward. Over the 2-piece fingers. Lifting up. Look to the back over the 2-piece fingers. Again, so the chin comes up and the chin goes down. We work the neck. Nothing changing in the low half of the body. One more time. Hands to the heart this time. Press the knuckles forward and then open. Warrior 2. Turn the gaze. Now in this position, I'm going to ask you to lift that heel, sink a little deeper, and then drop back. You noticed I put my left hand on the chair. All right, so go ahead and do that if that feels better to you. But we keep that knee bent here. One more time. Hold it. Can you release and balance? All right, hands on the chair. Let's come back to the front. So turn that toe in, and then we go the other way. Sink into the knee over the ankle, reaching the arms out. So we go all the way up. Look to the left over the 2-piece fingers. Lifting up, resist that. Pull it up, squeeze it apart. Pull up, squeeze it apart. And again. And press down, resist it. Ooh. And one more time. And down. All right, arms come up, hands come to the heart, press forward. And then right hand on the chair, left hand out. I'm going to lift and sink into that left knee and then drop the heel. Lift the heel, maybe sink a little deeper and back. Again, 2 more. And last one, we're going to hold. Arms out. Oh, strong back leg, lifting up, head over heart over pelvis here. Deep breath in. Turn both toes to the front. Walk, step, jump them in. Downward facing dog. Slide back. Lightly on the hands here, please. Slide that tailbone to the back. I'm going to step my feet over to the right a little bit and take my right hand on top of the left. Reach that right sit bone to the right wall. All right, we go the other side. Same thing. Over to the left hand on the right, and reach that left sit bone to the left corner. Back to the center. Step in on the right foot and back on the left. And we rise up into our warrior one, but I'm going to take a little bit of a swoop coming up here. Breathing. Reach forward. Drop it down. Swoop back up. Drop forward. Swoop it up. One more time. This time I want you to find your towel and swoop right back up, and we take that towel over your head. All right, so here we go. Lower body in warrior one. My front knee is over the ankle, my back leg is straight, and arms are up. You can bend the elbows if you need to. We take that deep breath in, just like when we twist. Find length. Exhale. Inhale back to the center. Exhale. Nothing moving in the low half of the body. Inhale. Exhale. Drop your shoulders. Inhale. Drop your shoulders. Exhale. Back to the center. Use the chair if you need to. If not, just step forward. Release the hands. Let's put that there. We step back on the other side. Okay, beautiful. Arms up. So we're just going to take that swoop forward to sort of get the shoulders ready for this. Again. And again. One more time. And up. All right, beautiful. So here we go. We grab this towel once again, nice and wide, and open up. You can always bend the elbows if that feels better. Drop the shoulders first. Find your warrior one. Think about that back leg straight, front knee is bent, and a deep breath. Exhale and twist. Now inhale, stay here and breathe. Are both arms straight or are both arms bent? One or the other. And back to the front. If you're bending your elbows, be sure they're bent the same. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist. Back to the front. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist. Back to the front. Exhale, twist. And come back to the front. You don't need the chair. Don't use it. Step forward. Release. Back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Woo, hollow your belly. Breathe deep. Bend the knees. Slide the hands back to the thigh muscles. Tuck the tailbone and round back up. And oh my gosh, that should feel good, huh? In fact, let's get a little cat and cow in next, okay? So I'm going to turn my chair so you can see me. If you'd like to turn yours all the way around so the seat is facing you, that's fine too. Okay, let's get this out of here. Okay. All right, so coming into cat and cow position, hands are on the chair. If you have wrist trouble, feel free to take the fingers off the side or come onto your knuckles, or actually you can even do it with your hands on the back of the chair. That's fine. All right, we inhale, look over the chair, and then exhale, drive the palms in towards the chair, scoop the belly. Roll the shoulders, heart forward, and exhale. Start in that tailbone, ripple that spine, and roll into that cat. And then release. Tailbone goes to the back wall, so you feel a little length in the back of the legs. And then exhale. One more time. Exhale. And then coming back to that flat back, slide that leg I have the left leg, slide it out. If you've got your chair turned, it's going to be the leg that's furthest. I don't care. I'm going to do them both. So from right here, we're going to pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the heart come forward. This is a beautiful version of Warrior 3 posture. I am lifting from my heel here, toes facing the ground, shoulders are square to the chair, and so are the hips. All right. As you release the chair, drop that hand down. Deep breath in. All right, we come right back to the chair, halfway rise, and then round the spine. Another cat and cow. Okay, so now we slide the other leg out and lift from the heel. Notice I have a little bend in my supporting leg here. If that feels better to you, by all means. But imagine somebody is lifting from your heel here. So up it goes, and we take a little pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it right there. Belly in. Heart comes forward. You've got that beautiful flat back. And breathe. Nice Warrior 3. And as you release the chair, stand up nice and tall. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Oh, let's halfway rise here. And circle sweep. And coming all the way up. All right, we're still going to stay on the chair first for a bit. I'm going to drop my left hand on the chair, but I'm going to step my feet out wide, okay? So I have a wide straddle here. I have my left hand on the chair. Again, you can come to the fists or let your fingers hang over the side. Take that right arm out to the side. Inhale, lifting it skyward. Beautiful. And then exhale, feet it underneath. And again, we swing it out to the side. Drive that supporting hand into the chair so you can lift even higher. And then exhale. One more time. And exhale. Release. Come back. Walk your feet in. Yes, I had a wide standing mountain pose there. I'm going to go to the other side. I'm switching position. You don't have to, just so I can look at your face, okay? So we take the other side, and again, I step my feet wide. They are wider than the chair. Right hand on the chair, and the left hand comes out to the side. We take that deep breath in, lifting skyward, and then exhale. Feed it through that space and reach. Again, lifting. Feed it through that space. 2 more. Exhale. Bending the knees as much as you need to. I like to drive that palm into the chair to help me lift higher and down. Did I say one more? I think so. And down. All right, from here we're going to take that downward facing dog. And you have a couple of choices. You can take the hands high. You may take one hand high or hands low, or even come to the elbows if you'd like in what we call dolphin pose, okay? So pick your poison here. Downward facing dog. Take that deep breath in. Soften the knees as much as you need to. Tip the pelvis forward. Breathe deep. One more. All right, bending the knees. Let the hands slide back. Tuck the tailbone and round back up. Shoulder rolls around. We take a deep breath in. Exhale. Here's that forward fold and the halfway rise. Circle sweeping past. Come into chair pose this time, okay? So look down. Can you see your toes, okay? If you can't see your toes here, you need to move your knees back. Yep, they're my toes. So reaching forward, drop the shoulders. My arms are parallel to the ground. And if you're comfortable, let's find our powerful pose and draw the elbows back so they are in alignment with the shoulders. Wow, you're going to feel your shoulders work. Now, right here, tuck that tailbone just a wee bit to get that back flat and create a little space in the low back. Reaching up. Deep breath in. Release back down. Shake out. Grab a drink of water.
I took a walk down the
Okay.
boulevard.
I need to use my towel on my forehead. It's warm in here. Okay.
like a small
So coming to the back of the chair, let's step the feet out wide, and we're going to turn into a warrior two first. Okay. Rising up. Bring the hands to the heart. Okay. As we take the gaze to the right wall, we're going to lift that left heel, use the chair, and coming around. And here's that high lunge, reaching up. Lift the heart. So my back heel is right up to the ceiling. My front knee is over the ankle. I'm going to hinge forward and keep that chair handy if you need it. Breathing. Swing right back up. Now let's see if we can undo this. Hands back to the heart. Drop that back heel. There's the warrior two. Use the chair when you need it. We go the other way. Turn the toe. Hands at the heart. Lift that back heel. High lunge. Hinge forward. Keep the chair handy if you need it. Just fine. Yeah, we work the back. Breathing. Circle sweep. Rise back up. Hands to the heart. Let's see if we can undo it. Drop back down. Toes to the front. Walk, step your feet together. And let's slide that right foot back like I just caught you in a walking step. I think we'll move beyond that now. Okay. Hands behind your back. You know what? We are going to use the towel. We're going to take the towel behind. So I'm going to move this out of the way. I have my right foot back and my left foot front. And it's just small steps. It's just like I was walking. Okay. It's going to allow me to draw that tailbone down to the ground and come. Remember that mountain pose? Now I have my hands wide on this towel. Remember that mountain pose. Yeah, so the chest is lifted. Pressing through the feet. And then I'm going to begin to lift the towel away from my seat, away from my legs, and lift the heart from the side. Now, if you're feeling good with this, let's try a little bit of a forward fold. So coming forward, the moment you feel you need to bend that front knee, just stop. Continuing to pull this left hip crease back and the right hip bone forward. Release. Come right back up and step back. Let all this release for a minute, okay? And then we do the other side. So just step forward. You're behind the chair. It's there for balance if you need it. And if you're feeling good, we're going to take that towel behind once again, lifting the heart. And then begin to lift the towel away from your seat, from the back of your legs. You can walk the hands in as much as you're comfortable here. Belly in, and we take this lovely forward fold just a wee bit. You want to bring the body parallel to the ground? Go ahead. If that feels good to you, you're going to draw that right hip crease back and the left hip forward. Keep that neck long. Coming back up, push back, release the arms. Whew, let them shake out. That's a lot of work. So we're going to end with a balance, with easy tree pose. We're going to get into that by almost as if you were put your foot in some water here and it was too hot and you wanted to come out of it. Okay. So step, sink into that knee, that left leg is straight, come right back up. Using the chair as much as you need to. If you want to drag that foot in to do that, that's okay. And then on the last time, one more time, we're going to move into our tree pose. Here we go. So the sole of the foot comes to the leg or the toe on the ground like a kickstand. That's just fine. Find your balance. I'm going to press into that leg, ground through that supporting leg, lift the front body, ground through the back body, Come to your tree pose. Come to whatever balance looks like for you today. Bring the hands together. They're going to come back to your heart. If they haven't been there before, let them come back. We have one more side to do. So once again, we're going to sink into that left leg and come back. Use the chair as much as you need to here, okay? Come back. Again, sink down. Come back. A little bit of a bend. Send those hips back and hinge forward. All right, you can drag the foot on the ground if that feels better. One more. And now we find our tree pose. Use the chair. Press the foot. Toe on the ground if you need it for that kickstand. Hands on the chair. Or find your tree pose. Lifting that front body even more. Grounding through the back body. Drop the shoulders down. Breathe. And hands come back to your heart. Stepping down. All right, release. Shake out. How lovely was that, huh? Let's take another downward facing dog. Recentering, regrounding ourselves. So coming into downward facing dog, hollow your belly, tip the pelvis forward a little bit, feel that lengthen in the back of the legs, and then just turn that tailbone right smack to the back wall and draw it back there. And then take the gaze over the chair, walk into it, walk into it. Lovely. Let's grab a drink of water. We'll sit back down in the chair. So Kurt is with us in spirit today. This is his music that he recorded for me. So he's with me in spirit. He's not sitting at the piano, but I think he will be again next week. The only thing I have to do is buy him breakfast. Okay, so grab your towel, and then we're going to lift that right leg out and a little circle in the ankle. Okay, be sure you're sitting nice and tall, and then I'm going to tip my knee off to the side, and like I'm scratching the front of my leg with my heel up and down. All right, and if you don't need to use your hands, don't. We're going to lift it up and over, and if you've been told not to cross that midline for a hip issue, by all means, don't do it. Okay, so I have my right leg on top. I'm going to take my right hand underneath, and I'm going to grab this towel in the left hand and up over the back and see if they can meet. Yeah? And if they can, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to look like I'm on the other hands. You all creep the hands together as much as you can. Maybe you're going to want to pull the bottom one up or the top one down, or creep them together. Okay? Now, the deal with this, if you have to watch this left elbow, you want to keep it open. So if that means you need to keep that hand up by the head, that's just fine. You are still working the shoulders here. We worked the arms a lot today. You may feel it tomorrow. All right. So keeping this elbow out, creep the hands as best you can. And then the foot stays flexed, right? We're going to release the top hand and all the way down. So that's going to fall behind your hand, behind your back. So then I'm going to take it in both hands. Can you see that? And then drawing it over to the left. We're going to bring this hand around and twist to the right. So you'll notice maybe this hand behind you will come a little further using the support of the towel. Yeah. So twisting to the right. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, keeping the shoulders drawing back. Turn the gaze if you can. twist, so very good for digestion. All right, let's return to the front. We'll take that piriformis stretch. As always, get into that hip once again, sitting tall. Keep this foot flexed. Roll up to the tip of the sit bones. Hands on the thigh muscles. That's going to draw those elbows back and help you sit even taller. Yeah. Breathe. All right, let's release. Extend that leg out in front. Hinge forward at the hips. Bring the heart forward. And breathe. All right, and one more range of motion. We're going to take that leg out to the side and just turn, keep the gaze, head over, heart over pelvis here. I'm going to keep my knee here because that's going to keep my knee smack over my ankle. And however deep you can take that, do so. If you'd like to add a little twist to it, that's okay. So coming back to the front, we're going to lift that left leg up and over, and then left leg on top, left hand at the bottom. I'm going to take the towel in my right hand and swoosh it over the top, and then grab the towel and walk up the towel, walk down the towel. But the key is this elbow. Keep it lifting upward and back, all right, as opposed to down, yeah, which does tend to happen. Find the tip of the sit bones, but then what I want you to do is put the tailbone back on the ground, on the chair, yeah. Okay, so release the top hand, and then we're going to take the towel in both hands here. Can you see that? And I'm going to bring it over to my right hip, and then that right hand is going to come around towards the thigh. Maybe I can pull that around deeper, right? That's your choice right there. We turn the gaze to the left. Are we still breathing? I hope so. One more. Coming back to the front, let's take that piriformis stretch. Oh, I know what we didn't do yet. We didn't lift this leg up and down. So we're going to come into this now. So like you're scratching your shin bone with your heel. Works that inner thigh a little more. Okay, here we go, up and over. You don't need to use your hand. Don't. There we go. And then hands on the middle of the thigh. Tuck the elbows. Lift the heart. Loosen up the neck and shoulders and just breathe deep. And this foot stays flexed, protects that knee. One more breath. All right, drop that knee out in front. Sit nice and tall. We hinge forward, hands on that left thigh, up, right thigh. Caught myself that time. I don't always. And then out to the side, whatever is comfortable for you. As long as that knee is over the ankle, you're going to hold it there, sit nice and tall. And if you'd like, turn the shoulders a bit to the right. It's your call. A lot of deep stretches in the end. Coming back to the front. Walk your hips to the back. Oh. And I have a comfy chair today. If you do, a little press into that low back there. And then tucking the shoulder blades down underneath you. I'm going to turn my palms face up now, right? Deep breath in. Exhale, let go. Come back to stillness. We've done lots of focus on right side and left side and breath work. So now it's time just to come to stillness. Let the powerful jaw muscles relax. You want to give them a little bit of a rub, do so. Palms face up. Wiggling your fingers and toes. A little circle in the wrists, maybe the ankles. And then bringing the hands together at your heart. Drop your chin to your chest. The past is behind us. The future hasn't happened. But we have today, right here and now. Make it special. Smell the roses. Smile and laugh. Remembering a heart at peace shall give life to the whole body. Namaste. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll see you again in a recorded session on Monday. Thanks for joining me. Drop me a note and let me know how you did, and let me know if sound and everything worked good for you today. All right. Have a wonderful weekend. Again, thanks for coming.